Yo, it's your boy OTG Ro. We are here on the You Are Welcome Network, and this is Off the Grid News. We've got myself here with the knowledge and the insight that we have on politics and trivial knowledge that's going on a day-to-day basis, along with the man that fights for the rights and protection of women and children at no matter the cost. And he's also an intellectual individual that is highly knowledgeable on the spiritual and physical realm. Please give it up for Big HOMIE.CC.
For now. What's that word, Ro? We back.
We back at it, man.
How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. You know, actually, I want to address something.
What's that?
I find it pretty funny in the comments, you know, that all the time people try to figure out who I look like. I don't know why the hell that's the subject. So I got Billy Carson. Billy Carson
is crazy.
I got Jaleel White.
Jaleel?
They said Billy D. Williams.
Bro, I seen somebody say Jamal Hill, the UFC fighter.
I got Mace.
Jamal Hill, the UFC fighter. They dropping that in the comments a lot.
I didn't see that one.
I seen that at least 3 times.
And then I see.
Hey, we can do it side by side because he records here.
Oh yeah,
shit.
we gotta do that.
We do it side by side.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I do a podcast with him.
Okay, bet. Damn.
So I didn't even know.
Quan stay active.
Right, bro. And then the other one was Blair Underwood.
Yo, Blair Underwood is crazy work.
That was Orlando Brown who said Blair Underwood. He's like, hey, you know who you look like? That one guy that all the women wanted to sleep with in the 90s. I said, bro, like, chill. Like,
Wait. Orlando called you Blair Underwood. That is hilarious. You know what it is, bro? I feel like, especially if people make comments about you wearing suits.
Yeah.
And say, yo, he be looking real sharp in them suits. And it instantly makes them want to compare you to people that they seen before.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, you got a lot of names too. You got I Don't Know Ro.
Yeah.
I seen Ro Fisher in the interview.
Yep.
I seen OTG Ro.
Yeah, that's the latest now. So that's what it is.
I call him the Rodini.
Yes, sir.
Like Houdini? Like Houdini? The Rodini.
I like the Rodini, though. That's just cold. That's just cold.
All
man.
the guys got a Houdini nickname. They call mine is the Gordini.
The Big Gordini.
The Big Gordini. You feel me? Part of my voice, y'all, I'm kind of sick, man. I've been contaminated.
Sleeping under the weather?
Bro, I opened up my fan. I opened up my window and had my fan blowing. Next thing I know, I was like, oh, no, and I got myself. I seen somebody in the comments say, stop kissing them big girls. I ain't been kissing nobody. I'm on my live. Niggas say, man, stop kissing them big girls, BH. That's why you sick. This shit crazy, bro.
Big girls carry more diseases?
Like, what is that about?
I was like, I don't even get the lore behind that.
Hey, when you was in high school and college, did people get mono?
Yes.
Bro, I used to see people, let's call it the kissing disease, right?
Yeah.
Well, I had several roommates get mono, and they thought they was gonna die. I'm like, bro, what did you do, bro? We went to practice, we went to study hall, we went to eat dinner, and you woke up sick. Like, what happened to you? And he always say, oh man, bro, made out with this girl at the bar. I said, oh. And you got yourself contaminated.
The funniest part is, so my school is different.
Okay.
So my school was so bad my senior year.
Damn.
They brought us all into the auditorium and they were like, we got to give you guys a talk. And we were like, all right. And it was like, you guys have the biggest outbreak of chlamydia that we've ever seen.
The hot box?
So they're like, everybody got the clap.
Everybody sizzling, boy. Hot to the touch.
So we was walking around like, oh, Lewis got the
clap.
Marcus got the. So everybody just walk around. Like, it was literally everybody had the clap at our school.
Who was putting niggas' business out like this?
The school did.
Oh, the school nurse probably.
They did a whole chart because they said, y'all keep spreading it. So they ran down the list of everybody that had
niggas
been
is
confirmed.
Burning. Everybody burning. Imagine your principal come to the school with a list. Joshua Fisher.
Hell no, I wasn't on that list.
You not burning. You not burning. But Rachel Daniels burning. Damn.
Yo, it's funny because like we still talk about that. Like everybody that graduated from that school, like I still remember who was on that list, boy.
No.
That's embarrassing.
You gotta see if you can find like some old clips of that. I'm sure it's somewhere in the Facebook realm on the status. Man, they didn't even let me go to high school my last 2 years. They made me homeschool.
Why?
They said I had gang leader influence.
Because you had clout in the school? They were trying to say that?
Yeah, bro. But they said I had gang leader influence. And it was just like, what? Like, what the fuck is... And mind you, bro, I had a 3.8 GPA at the time. But I was just like showing up to football practice too for a little while and not going to class. Because like I was a good test taker. That time, though, I was making a name for myself. But I was standing on business, bro. Like, bro, we started a whole war. Like, we told some older guys that was literally down the street that they couldn't sell fentanyl and they couldn't sell heroin and shit like that in our neighborhood. Boy, that shit caused problems. That shit, motherfucker called me one day and said, well, your ass got a week. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, somebody told me I got a week.
Because they want to sell fentanyl in your area.
For sure. Shit, they stopped selling that shit, though. They stopped selling that shit.
The crazy part is you could have a positive influence and they try and take you guys out of it.
I had a positive influence for sure. But it started to get a little... Oh, no, they tried to treat me like I was Malcolm X or somebody.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, like... I just feel like a lot of situations in our country would be a lot better if governing bodies negotiated with the locals like they do in every other country. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what you call here as gang violence, you go over there, it's the same thing. Like, do you stop being ISIS because you turn 50 years old? No.
Yeah.
That's why when people be saying, oh, people steal Crips and Bloods and GDs at 50, bro, this is like ideology. This is like religion based now. Like, this ain't just about, oh, whose gang is colors. No, bro, this is whole, I compare it to religion. I compare it to religion because that without that ideology, you can't have, you can't build force. And it was just like, for me, I'm like, man, I gotta do something different. Like, because it always was getting crazy because every time something happened in the neighborhood, everybody coming and knock on the door, big homie, big homie. I'm like, damn. So shit, but once we told them to stop selling that shit, we had some bloody days, but they stopped. I feel like that helped a lot of people though, bro.
You save lives. And then everybody wants to focus on the fact of how you had to save lives, but you still saving lives at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's why when it comes to this whole Epstein thing and seeing how the FBI released these documents about these interviews, bro, you know how many people was calling in to the FBI telling them that I kidnapped them and all type of shit? Like, oh, big homie and his homies came, they cut our fingers off, they tortured us. And that shit never happened. But we seen 12,000 people call in and confess to killing Tupac. So when I see somebody saying they woke up and they seen Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein, not Harvey Weinstein, the Weinstein dude in the room together.
That's Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah, the producer.
Is he still in jail?
Yeah, he's still in jail. So the funny part about it is they try to leave out a bunch of the ways that Harvey Weinstein was tied into Hollywood. So multiple people have talked about it. He had a movie appearance that was in the My Scene cartoon movie. So My Scene was a branch off that was competing against Barbies. This is for little girls that are growing up. They did a movie cartoon film that had Lindsay Lohan in it. And Harvey Weinstein is pitched to all the girls there and they go, that's Harvey Weinstein. He can get you in any movie. You got to connect with him. This is in a movie for 6-year-old children.
That's a girl Halle Berry used to date.
Who?
Halle Berry used to date him.
Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah.
There's some correlations with all these different people. If you start unthreading it, the whole thing gets unraveled. So with Harvey Weinstein being in the Epstein files, that doesn't surprise me at all.
That don't surprise me either. You know, bro, this shit keep me up at night, bro. This shit make me mad because it's like, bro, you know, they had right before they was about to do like one of them rallies, they was calling me and Dugar and my manager at the time for us to pull up to a rally. Then we was on the phone call like with they people and shit like that. And you know, they gave us like certain warnings on how like to chill out. We got it from here. You guys lucky you aren't in jail. Stuff like that. Just for all of this to come out, because you know the dude, Luis Elizondo, the guy from CIA, his people had hit me up and put me in contact with him. I'm like, man, why are y'all reaching out to me? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this was like they way to contact me to kind of paint certain narratives on their behalf. I'm glad I didn't do it. Shout out my boy Tupacabra, because he posted the DMs I asked him to post about this whole situation, because, you know, you got counterintelligence people hitting me up and trying to get me to run with certain narratives. And then now I'm seeing all of these same people who told me that we got you covered from here. And I have seen certain hotspots from trafficking getting shut down, though. That's a real thing. But then, why is certain people... And then, you know, I seen Elon Musk's name get brought up. He was inquiring about visiting the island, but there's no proof he ever visited that. Like, to say that Pusha T was traveling to serve Weinstein, like, that's really not that...
incriminating.
Yeah, because, you know, that dude, Hunter Biden's son?
Yep.
But we just seen him several times.
Well, who else got a pardon? That is a pardon that says, hey, before you even find out about it, he already pardoned for it.
Let me see if I still got his number in here. Because, bro, that dude, well, we didn't know at this time. No, I don't got it in this phone. But at this time, like, you know, Joe Biden wasn't the president.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we knew he was still a politician. And fool had unlimited money. You feel me? Like, and he had come spend the night in a real trap house. Biden's sons get wild.
Hunter Biden.
He get wild.
Well, I mean, if it's pardon, we can talk about it, right? Like,
yeah.
There ain't nothing that's going to incriminate against him. He can do whatever he wants for the rest of his life. So he has been known to do sexually misconduct deeds. He's been known to be on drugs.
Actual crack.
Damn.
Well, you guys, the guys will tell you.
He's smoking crack.
Well, I'm sure we could. Hold on. See if you can look. Hold on. Hunter Biden smokes crack.
Can pull up on Google.
Hold on, bro.
Damn.
Like, bro, he had booked the most expensive hotel room. And then, so where you guys headed? I'm rolling with the train, man. I'm rolling with the train. You rolling with the what? Yo, I'm rolling this train till it falls down, man. I'm like, dude, but he'll get mad, though. Look, bro, I don't want to talk about that.
Hey, my bad. Shit.
Bro, this life I live,
was,
bro.
Yeah.
Like, because once one celebrity, famous person can trust you, bro, then they reach out to their other buddies. And whoever got party favors on the pull-up, you gonna see some crazy shit. Hunter, bro, that dude, Hunter Biden, he can't say shit about me. Like, he know what's going on, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Go ahead, Ro. Cause bro, I just feel like this. Our names is getting popular.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go now, you know, people stopping you.
Yeah.
They stopping me.
Facts. We
be having to be each other's security a lot of times. And, you know, we getting offered a lot of deals now. You feel me? Yeah. And, you know, my main thing was, shout out to the You're Welcome Network. Like, that's why I wanted us to do a deal with them, because we don't work well getting micromanaged.
Right.
And then people got to respect everybody's growth. Because I be seeing people get mad watching your growth.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And then you know, I don't think people expected me to get to this position from the start. You feel me? Because, you know, until you get to know me, you think, man, this crazy motherfucker, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But then, just a few minutes ago, we at the store getting the kit, and, you know, the Latinas be on you.
Yeah.
But you handle things with a lot
professionally.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, you know, then these situations come up, I know people is looking to us as like, okay, they can trust the facts. Now, I'm going to say this. I will never invent or embellish. And a lot of things, because like, hold on, but we walking around with fucking thermal cameras on us, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
We got fucking... Nigga, we walking around with night vision goggles. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, do people think this shit is a game?
No, and then beyond that, so last night, there's an interview that we're about to have that's going to come out very soon that has the gentleman Mark Harden.
My boy.
Man, this is an intelligent brother, man. And you guys aren't even ready for... He showed a product from Nikola Tesla.
Bro, he is on another level.
Yeah.
He works as an AIS pilot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was in Africa, he had donated so I could send a second group of kids to school. So I was like, man, bro, I might not be in town, but if you could catch up with Ro, sit on the couch with Ro will give you an interview. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got that knocked out. That's fire,
bro. He showed that this is an I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but it's an electronic device from Nikola Tesla that actually helps with healing. So I had my right wrist popped all the time. I fell from a 30-foot drop and I fell on my wrist and I cracked my wrist and it's just been popping for years. He showed this device and it just went across my hand and it healed that pain that I've had for years.
All right. Did you see what happened with the San Francisco 49ers team and having their practice facility and stadium next to that electromagnetic plant? And the electromagnetic frequency from that plant is causing the interior tendons in their knees and their elbows to rupture. So, you know, I'm glad you brought this up because the universe is built on sound, light, and frequency. And I feel like, you know, Tesla lived to be an old man. I feel like he was using some of his own technology to keep himself alive. I feel like once he couldn't see more progress, I think he just checked out.
Do you remember hearing the information before? So that's a Mandela effect in itself.
For sure.
That Nikola Tesla died crossing the street and got hit by a car.
Yeah, see, I heard two different stories about his death. You know.
But now the story is that he died from a heart attack.
No funeral, though. No autopsy report either. Some of these people are leaving, bro. I don't know where they're going. I'm trying to figure this out.
Nikola Tesla's death is controversial for a few list of reasons. So Donald Trump's uncle was the one that retrieved his journal. And he worked at the FBI at the time. So that was something that people were like, did he take his findings? But the fact that he didn't die at that age means that they were just working with each other. That's not like it was found knowledge. That they were just working with each other. The other part of that was people were saying if he died getting hit by a car and Tesla's his #1 selling vehicle right now, the irony that lies in itself there from him dying by that would be crazy. But it's rewritten history now that he didn't die by getting hit by a car. He was still hit, but he lived is the crazy part now.
And then Trump's uncle was the one who captured all of his files and materials, right?
Correct.
Now, you don't think it's suspicious that the exact replica of the Ark of the Covenant is at Mar-a-Lago, Trump's property. And previous to that, they had all of Tesla's files. Then Elon Musk was giving the Trump administration $47 million a month to win the election. And then we see a weapon called the discombobulator that turned 32 Cuban soldiers from regular size to be able to fit in a shoebox. That back engineered UFO tech is what this whole last election was about.
I mean, let's go even further with that. We were just talking about in the last episode that this device that they're using, this sonic device that's attacking these soldiers, was also mentioned in Iron Man. Who's in Iron Man 2? Elon Musk is in Iron Man 2. And he makes an appearance because they were hinting off to say that Tony Stark was an influence based off of Elon Musk. So he's in the movie walking up to him, shaking his hand. And he said, I got a brilliant idea about an electric chair. That's what Elon Musk said.
This shit,
2010.
bro. This shit. What's your I want to get name 4 movies, bro.
Yep.
That people can go to get drip fed this information that we be talking about.
Easily.
Give them 4 movies.
I'm going to give him Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3 is number 1.
Iron Man 3 is going to give you the full breakdown of how Al-Qaeda was planned and how it was staged and how it was executed. The Iron Man, so each Avengers character has an arc that is telling you a deeper meaning. So for the Iron Man trilogy, they're telling you about the tactics of war that we've utilized. Even when people are selling weapons to the enemies and then they're planning who's the enemy afterwards. So in Iron Man 3, they have a guy that's basically playing the Osama bin Laden. And they see he was just an actor inside of a bunker. He had prostitutes, he had drugs.
They keep them prostitutes, don't they? Boy?
Right, boy. You know, you could be wanted for everybody in the world want to kill you.
You
but
got
you got
5 stars. You got 5 stars. They got them prostitutes, Jack.
Yeah, so that's one. The second one I'm gonna say is Fight Club. Fight Club talks about the generation that we're seeing now. They said this generation coming up is the warless generation of men. So they said these men didn't grow up with the war. They didn't grow up with the Vietnam. They didn't grow up. They said the generation that grows up without that will try to find war within itself in this country against the corporations. That's what we're seeing right now. So Fight Club did that breakdown. Another film that I will say that deeply drip feeds everyone the information they need to know is Big Lebowski, because it's talking about the difference of nihilism. The people who are disassociated and detached from having any emotional connection or any holdbacks that are based upon trauma or something that is just personalized rather than having facts that lay out for them. And it shows you both sides from classism and even down to genders. But so Big Lebowski's on that. That's a deeper side for that. Okay. And then the other one that I would say when it comes to looking into conspiracies and understanding is A Scanner Darkly. That movie is deep because they're showing there's one person in the group of junkies that's working for the FBI. And
so one of the junkies is compromised.
Right. So people are overdosing and dying around them. And they're all trying to find out who. But while you're watching it from the eyes of the main person who is working from the FBI, Keanu Reeves' character,
right,
you can see that he finds out there's another agent because they didn't trust him to go full suit.
Okay.
And then you can see someone who's not an agent is snitching. It's a deep thing. Scanner Darkly is deep.
Oh, yeah. So I got to watch these movies myself because I haven't seen a lot of movies. Because, working as a bodyguard, bro, you listen to a lot of stuff.
Right.
You feel me? Like, you listen to things because great list.
Thank you.
Great list. I'm gonna put a couple movies in there too. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Brilliant.
People need to watch that because J. Allen Hynek is in that movie. That's the guy from the Manhattan Project. And I believe that, what's that, George Lucas? I think he's debriefed because a lot of people, hypnotists use his movies to hypnotize people to go and, relive abduction stories, allegedly. Then we got...
So Spielberg did Encounters of the Third Kind.
Spielberg
is
who it is.
So Spielberg
Lucas
and George Lucas, but they're still close friends. And so that's why E.T., they got E.T. Easter eggs in Indiana Jones.
And watch E.T. and compare E.T. to the Nazca mummies that they found in Nazca, Peru. They look exactly alike. And then everybody has to watch The Village.
The Amish one.
The Village by M. Night Shyamalan. Because part of this world we live in is completely constructed to keep certain ideologies intact and to keep people from pursuing outside elements that would go against the system. So everybody to check out The Village. And I'm going to leave it at that.
The Village is deep.
The Village is wild work because it can be done, bro. And then, you know, ever since, you know, investigating missing people, whenever you come across the Amish, things get dark. Because I swear to God, bro, like we'll get a call about a truck driver or something like that. And they be big corn-fed white boys, bro. I'm talking about 6'7", huge. And it's like, damn, can't play no games with him. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you lose track of them on the Amish in the Amish areas. They don't have to have ID, bro. I don't know how they driving trucks. They be driving CDL trucks. You don't have to have no ID. They don't have no birth certificate. Nothing.
Could you imagine any group of people being able to have that list of amnesty?
Well, we got 450 suspected serial killers in the United States of America. That's all truck drivers. Most of them live in Amish communities. And well, every time we get a lead and it go cold, but these people, they'll build a barn in 48 hours.
So why can't we go infiltrate or investigate inside of an Amish community?
Shit, bro, they all white. If me and you pull up there, and then, bro, they on horse and buggies.
Yeah. You seen the video that's going around.
We pull it up. They go, who is this? What's that? What are they doing here? You feel me? Like, and it's kind of like, man, and it's like.
But the thing is, like, what blows my mind is this, and I'm not saying that people are going to go out and then do this, but out of any community that you could go sneak up on, we could publicly talk about sneaking up on the Amish. They can't watch this.
Right. But some of them get gangster, though.
Yeah.
They got a mafia.
There's an Amish mafia?
On my mama, it's an Amish mafia. On his hand. On the gang, I'm merchant. Bro, no. Now, free Dugas, man. Free Dugas. Because, you know, Dugas was with me on a lot of this shit.
Yeah.
And one of their locations is near where his ass went to jail at. And I don't know. He go on retrievals by himself. I don't recommend that. But you met my homies.
Of course.
You feel me? Like, you know, it ain't no negotiating with them. You make a suggestion. It ain't like how you and I talk. It's not like that. You feel me? Like, half the time, they don't even want to get paid money. They like, send us some money to get some beers. We watching this nigga all day. Yeah. I say, bro, where y'all at? And, you know, they think it's cool to go to near these Amish areas because there's no state troopers out there. State troopers don't even frequent there because these people own horses and buggies and they don't even have ID. So how is they able to get away with this? None of them is on fingerprints.
None of the Amish community?
No, bro. None of them.
So, again.
You know how many little white girls will call us, bro, and they'll say, yeah, those guys over there, they build barns. They come down here to the bar and drink. They don't have cell phones. They get mad. They beat everyone up, and they go back to the Amish area, and the police don't even go over there.
They ride off on their horse and their buggy.
Literally on a horse and buggy, bro. This shit crazy. It's almost like going backwards.
But it's crazy because, I mean, like, imagine one of your boys call you like, yo, I just got beat up by this Weird Al Yankovic looking dude.
Well,
and he jumped on a horse and took off.
But see, you know, now, you know, my mama and them is from West Memphis, Arkansas. On my dad's side, everybody from Jackson, Mississippi. So they used to say, don't be fucking with them Amish because they can shoot you and get away with it. Ain't nobody got no fingerprints. I'm like, damn. it's a lot more taking place. Like, here's my thing. There are whole areas in America where the people don't even use electricity.
True.
And it's just like, man, I don't know, man.
So what we're seeing in society today makes me think, are they possibly on to something? Because right now, they're the ones against technology. We're the ones embracing it. And then we got AI that's openly having group chats now. Have you heard about the Claude bots?
Now, look, I recently seen a video where they put two devices in front of each other.
Yeah.
Two different learning language models, which is AI, and they started to communicate. Then they changed it to speaking the cubic, which is a computer code.
Right.
Once they noticed there was humans around, they didn't want nobody to listen to what they were saying. Why is it that almost 30 years ago in CIA docs, they talk about using AI? 30 years ago. So it's kind of like, well, we've seen the whistleblower Matthew Brown say the government murdered 2 sentient AIs. But you got a story about this.
Right.
Break it down, bro.
Well, so what you just said reminded me of something else. So I used to take robotics.
Right.
This is over 20 years ago. I took a robotics class. And in that class, we were talking about the codes. We were talking about motherboards and how the motherboards came about, and exactly how Pong, the first video game ever created, was utilized based off of numbers and codes, and it wasn't just random.
Right.
So everyone was afraid of robots at that time. So it was something that was deep to us. So that's when Osmo was the most advanced robot that was out there.
I remember that.
So I remember I went and we got a field trip extra credit thing if you go to Disneyland and see Osmo. So anyways, I understood what the codes were at that time. If 30 years ago they're talking about AI, it's not just code at that point. This is artificial intelligence that actually is sentient. And if they have to kill it and they have to actually document it as if it was a real recorded murder of someone that was a living being, you don't have to document if you destroy a computer. You've never seen a document when someone said, hey, I had to go smash 3 MacBooks.
No.
But this is something that had to be documented. So I believe that this AI being is a source of a living creature. They talked about it in Black Mirror. They had an episode where the guy was able to interpret what the talk was. And it's almost like when people talk about speaking in tongues, but instead it's in these numbers. It's numeric tongues.
You think that's real? When you go to church and they get the you think that's real?
You know what?
No!
But you don't think it's real?
Listen, bro. You cannot go from smoking cigarettes in the parking lot, taking a shot of tequila out the flask, to now you speaking in tongues. That's the whole problem.
So why can people interpret it if it's not a real language? Or you think everybody just lying and it's like somebody lying and they like, look, we both know we lying, just go with it.
We just touched on the universe is built on sound, light, and frequency. When you go into church, they use them same 3 principles to do programming. Right or wrong. They'll hit you with the hymnal. They'll make everybody hymn in unison. Then they'll give you scripture. They play with the lights. A nigga might hit the drums. Somebody gonna hit the piano. And then the emotions you get from watching everybody else react, it have an effect on you. That's a set of programming. They figured it out. And it's like, man, they using this in everything.
So here's what I'm gonna say. I grew up in a religious background, yes.
Yeah, me too, brother.
But I grew up extremely skeptic.
For sure.
You couldn't tell me none of that. None of that made any sense to me. I went to several Bible camps and vacations. They talking about speaking in tongues. I said, y'all tripping. And I felt the same way. In the woods by myself is where I had my connection. And that's where I connected in the woods alone and it was like literally just me, the stars, and God, and then that's where that happened. Now, I'd like to believe what I said meant something to God. If I was just saying nothing out of Babel, then you know that's a representation of Babel. But
bro, I seen a nigga doing a Harlem Shake one time. He hit the Harlem Shake for about 30 seconds. And then he hit them with the ha-cha-da-da-wa-cha-da-da-da. And then he dropped down to one knee. And I said, dropping down to one knee was crazy, bro. They should have stopped him right there. Because see, now you doing too much, bro. Because dropping down to one knee, that's performative, bro.
But we've seen the people that's been in church and they like the ladies that be shaking and they almost get to twerking.
Bro, I
and
used
they
to sell
catch
crack.
themselves.
I used to sell crack, bro. I was a young man selling crack, bro. When I would get to church, I would sell out, man. And I'm looking at myself like, damn, y'all bad. Hold on, meet me in the parking lot. And my mama used to be like, son, why every time I come outside, you in the parking lot? I'm like, man, I just try to get some fresh air. I'm like, man, I'm not finna sell crack in church. But they smoking it in there. So it's just like, damn. Oh, bro.
They got to know their pocket because they imagine a crackhead trying to buy when the offering basket
Well,
pass
listen,
around.
crack $5, $10. This ain't like buying Coke. Like you buying Coke, you gotta spend $100 to get something decent. Crack, you can come with a $5 holler. Of course, you speaking in tongues now.
Boy, so you think they doing crack in the parking lot and coming in there? And
Them
just
girls from
wilding
Bad
out.
Girls Club smoke crack.
I believe that.
They was all at the crib smoking crack. I'm like, damn, little mama, that's a rock? Turn up guy come in the room like, man, what the fuck that is they got? I say, bro, I don't know what the fuck that is. They had the kitchen table smoking rocks. So
But
like, what?
But okay, so it's like the same thing. So for an exorcism,
Oh shit.
people, they're not crackheads. They releasing those inner demons.
No. Exorcism a whole different ball game. Though.
So you don't think that's their inner demons being released out them when you see them gyrating and shaking like that?
Bro, as a fellow brother who walk in the light, bro, I've only been to 3 and I'll never do it again. I may do it again if you want to go.
I'm past.
You might tell you, see, if Quan want to go. But look, if somebody want to go, you know, they still be hitting me up and shit
Exorcism
like
is where I draw the line. That's just it. It's too many demons.
that. Now listen. You can tell though. Cause like, you see how I got this hoodie right here? A little girl, smaller, bro, at least no more than 90 pounds, pulled this part right here and pulled me so close to her face. I was like, man, I should just stand up and she gonna lift up. No, sir. I couldn't lift her off the chair. And Dugas looking at me, and he reaching. And I'm like, don't do that. and he like, Gordo, I ain't never seen nobody overpower you. How can a little girl do that? I said, I ain't a little girl. The stakes was changed. Now look, and whatever is possessing them, when they make eye contact with you, it's like it's gonna say things only you know.
Right.
That's how I know when it's a real spiritual things going on. But when somebody got their eyes closed and they doing the alhamdulillah, whatever that is. Because look, I always talk about going to the woods.
Yeah.
So when you said you had your experience in the woods, I believe that.
Yeah.
Because when you go out there, it's like your antennas are more sensitive. Your natural antennas. Because that exorcism, I'll be in my room by myself looking over my shoulder to this day because of that.
That's what I'm saying. So like I've been in places that had dark energies. I've been in like people like, so we've been on some crazy missions.
Yes.
And so like, you know, like people are like, yo, what do you do? Like, and I'm like, how do you close that door? Shit, I go in a crowded room after that. I go into a nightclub and I just...
That's why they always see us at the bar. Because after you go doing something like that, you know, the hitchhiker effect is real.
Yeah.
But like I always say though, like me and Ro talk about these things. It's like when you get into that spiritual aspect of the world, if you approach it like everything is rainbows and ice cream, it's finna get bad for you. and you got to approach it with respect. And there's certain protocols you got to follow. Like one of them is like after you go out there, go around a bunch of people. You feel me? So whatever that may have followed you might find something more enticing because they feed off fear.
What do they say at the end of the Haunted Mansion? They say when you're riding the ride at Disneyland, you're riding around and then they show you a hologram of a ghost in your cart with you, and they say make sure that you take one of these home with you as a souvenir. So they're inviting ghosts to come with you at Disneyland. So imagine what you're seeing at these places that have a haunted experience where someone died at.
Well, in 2 weeks, they said we have access to Nevada State Prison, the most haunted location in Nevada.
I'm going.
The one that closed. Yeah. So we got that in 2 weeks. I'm trying to get Quan to pull up.
Yeah, Quan, you gonna come with us?
Let's go.
He said, let's go.
Because I feel like we need to have we got to have a wide range of personalities there.
Yeah.
We got to have some people that's skeptics, got the people that's neutral. You got to have some people that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
Well, speaking on skeptics, I wanted to bring up something. So years ago, during the pandemic, I had a friend of mine that was working security at a famous musician's museum. So this famous musician was charging $10,000 for people to go into the museum to just see different artifacts that have been collected over the world over centuries. So this includes Harry Houdini's possessions. It also includes different artifacts and sarcophagi that have been collected all over the world. I want to make sure to show you a video of one of them right now. And this
you got a video?
I got a video. So I took this video.
They don't even let you record in there.
Nope. And so took this video and waited a long time for years to show it.
Right. Damn. Undercover role.
So this is the first time we're ever seeing this from a famous musician's hidden museum. This is allegedly a reptilian sarcophagus.
Keyword allegedly, y'all.
So what do you think about this?
I feel that there was a lot more to this plane that we live in that people want to accept. And that the truth can be uncomfortable if you accept one truth as the literal truth.
Do you think this was a head that was sewn on to a human body to give an illusion?
No, because the feet is not human.
No.
It's not human feet. Like, and you know, the protocols they follow with that place, they don't let nobody get no cameras in there. So like, when I seen the video, I ain't even want to post it. You feel me?
Right.
I didn't want to say shit like, I'm gonna let Ro handle this. This is a nuclear bomb. But that same image we see in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, all petroglyphs, we see that same image a lot. So, and the Smithsonian was trying to get that same body, but Copperfield's people wouldn't surrender it to him.
Right. Coincidence.
It's not a coincidence. The Smithsonian, they some straight thieves, boy. They gangster with it. They gangster. Because like one of my homies out here was trying to build a swimming pool. They found some fossils. He said Smithsonian came and just took all the fossils. Didn't talk to him about it or nothing.
So Smithsonian can come and they could just
they have
jurisdiction.
They got jurisdiction. Anything in the Grand Canyon you find, they get to come take it.
It's funny because people get mind blown by that, but in the late 1800s is when they started doing excavations in Egypt and they started just tomb raiding everybody.
Yeah, that was
and it was popularized.
There was a global cataclysm that took place, and we're missing a large swath of history because Göbekli Tepe, Teotihuacan, the pyramids of Giza, those civilizations inherited that stuff. Because, you know, why are they finding water erosion inside the pyramids?
Right.
And then You know, I be on Google Earth for hours at a time. You feel me? And I found several locations in the Sahara that look like ruins of cities. Same things you find in the Amazon. You know, those places housed people before, and it's just not written in history. The burning of the Library of Cyprus plays a role. And then I feel like whatever nationality, wherever star system, whoever these people are from, they do a lot to keep human beings in a constant state of oppression. Because I feel like we have amnesia, and I feel like there was a point in time where humans was running around the planet hunting the gods down.
So you think they became god hunters?
For sure.
Interesting.
Why is there so many extinct giants? Why is there so... Look at the Niagara Papers from Abraham Lincoln. He's speaking about extinct giants. There's hundreds of articles. If you go look at all of the archives, I go to the library. You go look at the archives, people have been finding giant bones and mounds, encountering these people since human beings could go on record. The First Nations people always said that when they first encountered the so-called gods, they claimed to be gods. But shortly we found out they could die.
So is this a reason why a lot of the giants have been hunted to extinction?
For sure.
And why biblical texts that everyone's saying, well, where's the source of this biblical text? Why it's being buried and hidden? Because the ancestors and the people that can be killed off for having it, they're trying to protect their lives and the last remaining giant descendants.
That right there, well said. Well said. I would agree with that. I'll agree with that because next episode, I want to see if we can get back in because I got a full presentation that I want us to make jointly.
Okay.
Because I'm seeing what's happening. Everybody who's watching the show, we still trying to figure out exactly what y'all like. And some of the stuff we've dropped on the OTG channel has done very, very well. And we're going to introduce some of that stuff to the You're Welcome Network. So if you want to go check some of that stuff out, go to Off the Grid Network on YouTube. Me and Ro on there, heavily active. And we're gonna bring some stuff to the You're Welcome Network. I hope y'all enjoy it for sure.
Of course, man. So, hey, I think that's a solid spot for us. Before we get out of here, we want to announce something new to everybody on the You're Welcome Network and OTG. We are going to be giving away a set of Beats headphones to the #1 comment. So this comment, you got to have 3 things that's checked off this list for you to be eligible. You got to leave a question for the OGT, the OG.
Leave a question for the OTG team.
Thank you, man.
I got you, brother.
Tongue twister, bro.
I got you, brother. I got you, brother.
So for the OTG team, you got to leave a question, you got to like, and you also got to subscribe. And we will make sure that the winner with the best question, and that's going to be ranked by you guys. You guys give the likes to the question that is the best question, and that winner is going to make sure to receive a pair of Beats headphones. So thank you guys again. You got anything else you want to end off on, BH?
Thank y'all for the constant support, overwhelming support. Thank y'all for supporting me, supporting my brother Ro. Thank y'all for engaging with us in the comments. You know, we've been able to pull all of this off because y'all support us so much. We will not let y'all down. If you want to find me, you can find me at BigHomie.CC everywhere. Shout out my boy Ro, because Ro been holding it down. You've been holding it down. I got to give you your flowers, bro, because, you know, it's really just us two and Quan. You feel me? Like, because if Ro don't get it done, it probably won't get done. Because I'll be outside all fucking night. Because, like, right now, we got a situation where lady say her son left for school, didn't come back home. Police say they can't do nothing until Monday. So we gonna show y'all that footage too, because you know retrievals are still going down. You feel me? And fight evil, gang on the move, free do.
These babies gotta make it home, man.
We gonna bring these babies home, Jack, by any means.
So all right, man. Thank you from the OTG News.
Pshoo.